Alright, what's up YouTube? Now, you see the title of this video and you see the image on the screen. Now, I had to talk about this shit, man. I had to say something about this nigga, bro. I couldn't help myself. I ain't gonna lie, I could not help myself. I had to talk about this nigga. I had to make this video. Because this nigga right here, man, and I got, I got who I'm talking about added in the video. I also got General Tito added because that's who I found out about this nigga from. So I'm gonna just add him as well. And y'all need to go check out his roast he did to him, because that shit had me laughing. That shit had me dying, bro. And then the image on the screen is some Somali pirates, because the nigga we talking about here, he really do look like a Somali pirate. Like, that nigga cut. I don't know why this nigga hasn't got a haircut since the Stone Age. I don't know what that nigga on, but like he really looking like a Somali pirate with that cut. That nigga is looking chopped. This nigga right here, man. This nigga foreign only, bro. This nigga right here. I had to talk about this because after I watched General Tito roast the fuck out that nigga, I then, decided to click on his channel, right? I decided to click on Foreign Only's channel because I wanted to see some more of his content. Because I was so... I ain't gonna lie, I was disturbed, man. It was sad looking at that shit. Looking at this nigga in, Colombia, and, he I guess he's even been to Europe and shit. I mean, this nigga, man. But I'm looking at, looking at the roast that Tito did, and looking at this nigga in Colombia and just the women he interacting with, and how he getting bitched for money from a stud. The shit was sad to behold, man. And then to see how happy this nigga was to be in the presence of a woman was just very, very, very strange. Like, it shows you that nigga has not been in the vicinity of a woman, I guess, ever. Because the way he was acting, you would have thought this nigga was in the presence of a celebrity or some shit. And even that's weird. I'm not one to be tripping over celebrities. I really don't give a fuck. It's just another person. Just another regular ass person to me. But that nigga, you would have thought he was one of these people that, get happy around the presence of celebrities and shit, the way he was acting. The shit was sad. And then the shit he was saying in front of her, it just shows you this nigga, man. I don't know. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think he's slow. That's really why I make this video. I just want niggas to understand, I think he's slow. There's no way that nigga brain is functioning at a normal level. Because I'd much rather him just be that he's slow. Because if he not slow, it's actually worse. Him being slow gives an excuse for this shit. But if he not slow and he just a dumbass nigga, then that's even worse. Because I mean, if he really just that lame, I mean, it's really sad when a nigga is so lame to where you think he's slow. This is one of the lamest niggas I done ever seen in my life. I ain't gonna lie. This is by far the lamest nigga I have ever beheld in my life. I mean, words cannot really even fully describe how lame this nigga is. And he in Colombia just struggling, man. I mean, the nigga, like I said, I went and watched some of his content after I watched Tito's roast, and I was disturbed, man. This nigga he'll do live streams, and he's begging niggas to send him cash apps, because the nigga's so broke, he can barely afford anything. The nigga can't even afford nice clothes on his back. The nigga's struggling. He's overseas broke, and he's begging for cash apps and begging for super chats so he can sustain himself. And the shit is so sad because you would think, and this is why I say the nigga gotta be slow. You would think a nigga with at least one functioning lobe in his brain would be like, okay, I'm about to go on a vacation. Fuck going overseas, man. Even if you in the United States of America and you are traveling to another state, let's say you are in the state of, I don't know, Montana. Let's say you in the state of Montana and you planning to go on a vacation to Florida. Now, a normal person, what they would do is they would prepare for this trip financially, of course. That's what you would do. You would make sure you got enough money to do whatever you want to do when you go on your vacation. So if I'm in Montana and I'm trying to go to Florida, I'm going to make sure I got enough money to not only pay for my gas there, but also plan for the gas back, of course. Plan for other, things that I want to buy when I'm down there and eating out and shit like that. I'm planning every single thing that I'm going to do and having enough money, and not only enough money, but actually more. I believe if you go on a vacation, you should not only have enough money for that vacation, but I normally like to have extra money. Anytime I go on vacation with family and shit, I normally want to have more money than I need, just to be safe. Better safe than sorry. So I like to have even more money than I need, right? So if you're going on vacation, especially in this nigga case where you are going overseas, man, I'm just talking about, like, let's say you're going to a different state. This nigga is going to a whole nother country. You definitely want to make sure your money right, and make sure, and in my personal opinion, have more than what you need, because that way, just in case some crazy shit happen, you are good, because you are in a whole nother country. You are a foreigner. You are a tourist. You really don't know what the fuck going on. You are relying on people to, tell you where the best spots are, all types of shit, right? You want to make sure you got enough money and more and some extra, right? And you don't want to end up stranded in a country that you really can't even get employment at. If you end up stranded there, you're just gonna be damn near fucked, having to call niggas in the family if you can to send you some money because your dumb ass didn't have enough. And this dumbass nigga is going to these different countries and he don't have enough money. He's relying on niggas online to donate to him to sustain himself, which is by far the dumbest shit I've ever seen. Because, nigga, what if your channel get somehow flagged down for some reason? What if you accidentally, while you recording, because this nigga record everything for hours on end because he's so happy to be around some women, because he obviously ain't been in the vicinity of women ever. So what if you accidentally record some shit that you're not supposed to record, that goes against the terms of service of YouTube, and then your shit end up getting, your channel get deleted, and now you don't got a channel, and now can't nobody send you no money, no cash apps, no super chats, none of that, and now you just fucked. What if that happens? Now, I know a dumbass nigga like him doesn't think like that, so I'm not surprised. And like I said, I think that nigga slow. I really think that's what this is, because the way that this nigga foreign only talks, I'm not saying a nigga slow just because, his voice, I'm talking about the way he acts. But when it comes to this nigga voice, man, this nigga sound like he been taking estrogen therapy, nigga. Fuck testosterone replacement therapy. This nigga been taking estrogen replacement therapy. That's what this nigga been taking. I don't even know if that's a thing, but this nigga is taking that shit. They didn't create that just for him. This nigga estrogen levels have to be through the roof. There's literally no bass in this nigga voice. This nigga sound like a straight bitch. The nigga sound, not only do he sound like a straight bitch, but the nigga lame as hell. And there should be nobody saying that, calling a nigga lame, because I know niggas want to say, oh,
You know, you calling somebody lame, bro. You know, that's what these women be doing, calling you lame. And no. There is a such thing as a lame ass nigga. We not about to act like a lame nigga don't exist. Cause I see a lot of niggas do that stuff where they say, you know, the black women will call a nigga lame, but you know the other women, no. I don't know what you niggas, who y'all been around, where y'all niggas been existing, but every woman of every race can identify a lame ass nigga. There's lame niggas, like, no, stop. That nigga is lame. It don't matter what race of woman it is, they all gonna see him as a lame ass nigga. That's really why a nigga like him will struggle. It's not because these black women's out here is ghetto and ratchet. I'm not denying, of course, you know, a lot of these black women out here is on, you know, ghetto and ratchet timing. But let's be real here. It don't matter what woman this nigga dealing with. This nigga lame. It don't matter. It really don't. It don't matter if it's a black woman who not ghetto and ratchet. Nigga, you lame. It don't matter what quality of woman he interacting with. He's gonna be considered a lame ass nigga. Cause that's what he is. So we got a nigga who looked like a Somali pirate / Somali refugee, looking like Boko Haram cousin, and he's going overseas trying. And this is another thing, man. I mean, I just can't get over this nigga appearance on top of the lameness and the lack of bass in his voice, the lack of testosterone. Clearly, I mean, I'm not saying every nigga gotta have a lot of bass in his voice to, you know, to have high testosterone. That no, but I mean, there's levels to this shit. This nigga voice is too high pitched, man. I'm sorry, this nigga's full of estrogen. But anyway, I can't get over this nigga appearance, man. This nigga, on top of being a lame ass nigga and sounding like a 5-year-old child, if that. I done heard some 5-year-olds with more bass in their voice. This nigga's all the way fucked up. So on top of this nigga having a fucked up appearance and having the bass of a fucking 3-year-old in his voice, full of estrogen, sound like his balls have not dropped. On top of that, this nigga looking like a Somali pirate and he don't have a haircut. He's not grooming himself. He sound like a child. The nigga look like a Somali pirate. He hasn't groomed himself. The nigga has not got an edge up in who knows how long. And he's going overseas trying to mac on women. I just don't understand how a nigga, if you about to go on vacation overseas or in your in whatever country you in, going to a different city or whatever, nigga, how the fuck are you not gonna groom yourself before you go so you can look nice? If you trying to mac on some bitches, why in the fuck are you not looking presentable? I don't understand this shit. The nigga wearing dingy ass clothes, the nigga polo shirt so faded, it looked like waves in a fucking ocean, bro. It was so disturbing to watch that nigga, man. I'm looking at the nigga streams and video. I saw a video, and this video he was in, he went grocery shopping with some Colombian woman. That Colombian woman looked good. I ain't gonna lie, she looked good. And you already know that bitch is only with that nigga because she knowing she can siphon some money from that nigga. She was not with that nigga because she found that nigga attractive. That nigga was still looking like a Somali pirate. He was still looking like Boko Haram cousin. That nigga was all the way chopped. The nigga can't dress. No, she wasn't with that nigga for his appearance. We already know this. This is very clear. She was with that nigga because, you know, the money, right? With the nigga because the money. Even judging by the body language, you could tell she didn't even want to be in that nigga vicinity. She really just wanted to hurry up and get in that store and get to the crib so niggas can eat, so she could get some money off that lame ass nigga. But let's just be real. Yeah, you could tell by her body language she did not want to be in the presence of that nigga. She wasn't even. You could tell she was walking in front of this nigga and everything. She was not walking beside this nigga. She did not know. She wasn't smiling with this nigga or nothing, man. She was looking ashamed to be in this nigga presence, bro. And he's so dumb, he can't even pick up on that. Because this is a lame ass nigga.
And then another thing, just a very small thing I saw in the video. This nigga talking about traditional women and shit. I see him talking about traditional women. And it may seem small, but when they got finished checking out the groceries, this nigga was about to walk out the store without picking up the bag of groceries. I'm sorry, but that to me, I don't understand how you don't know that you need to carry the groceries. I mean, this is some very simple shit that a man should know. You need to carry them fucking groceries to the car. They didn't have a car, they got an Uber, but still, you need to hold them groceries while y'all waiting for the Uber. This nigga was about to walk out. She had to tell this nigga, like, hey, grab the groceries. I mean, it's the same nigga talking about traditional women, but you not engaging in traditional man behavior. I mean, the nigga a lame, bro. The nigga a lame. I don't even want to hear a nigga like him saying nothing about women, period. Let alone black women, nothing. He don't need to say nothing. Because the nigga, I mean, ain't no bitch trying to fuck with you, period, nigga. You really need to sit down. You really need to sit down, my nigga. You ain't groomed yourself. You looking, like I said, a Somali pirate. These niggas on the screen you seeing, that's how that nigga look, man. To be honest, some of them niggas in that picture got a better fucking cut than that nigga, bro. I mean, come on, man. Man, that's really all I gotta say. That it was very disturbing to see that nigga's content and to see how lame that nigga was. I mean, that nigga looking like if he fall or the fucking bed, he gonna break his bones. That's how soft that nigga look. It was sad to behold, man. It was really sad, man. I was genuinely disturbed, and I'm not even just saying that. After I got done watching some of that nigga shorts and live streams, I was disturbed, man. And that's time I will never get back. I really wasted that time. I could have did something more productive, man. I could have did something more productive. I mean, I got shit I need to work on, and I wasted time looking at that nigga. I'm never gonna get that time back. That's a damn shame. But it's cool. It's cool. That's really all I got to say about that nigga, man. This is one of the lamest niggas I've ever seen in my life, man. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. I'm out.